Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. How's everyone tonight? Hopefully I'm coming through solid here. I've already got a problem with one of the lights. Let's see if we can get this corrected. Trying to sort everything out as best I can here. Guys, a completely new rig this week. As you may know, my PC failed completely last week. No end of problems. I'm just going to work through a couple of tech details. If you guys can let me know how the audio and the video is coming through, I'd really appreciate it. As I mentioned, this is a whole new setup, so apologies if things go off the rails a little bit here tonight, guys. Hopefully we're going to be good, but definitely a few kinks to work out already. I think we're good. We've got Jim is here, Mike's here, Zach is here, Scotty is here, Glitch is here. Awesome, thanks guys. And Glitch says we're 5x5. That is good news. Well, that's great news. So, apologies for last week, guys. As you may or may not know, my PC, I went to reboot it right before the broadcast, as I always do, and it completely died. Complete failure to boot. I did a video on it. It was a complete motherboard failure. And the tech tip of the week I'll do right now, guys, have a USB stick with Linux on it available. Just throw Ubuntu on there and it makes life so much easier because I was able to do quick diagnostics on the drives and verify them, which was absolutely key to working things out. And then, well, obviously I found the motherboard failure later. And Mike says we're 5x5 and Joseph is here. Hey, Jay, how's it going? Ken says looking good and sounds good. Thank you, guys. So, there's a brand new PC, significantly more powerful PC. I'm running on an i7 Sandy Bridge setup, P67 motherboard. This is my flight sim computer. So I was able to do, I had to reset up everything, fresh install, because Windows doesn't allow you to just put an old drive in. Stupid Windows. So on reset, you'll notice the stream here will be coming to you a little bit differently. A little different format. We're in true widescreen format. Hopefully good audio and good video. David asked new mic. No, same MXL 990 mic, but I am having no end of problems here with the webcam settings and my audio settings. For some reason, it was streaming at the most minimal bit rate, and I'm sampling at maxed out one channel on the USB for this mic. I got it fixed like moments before broadcast, and the webcam keeps screwing with the exposure. The Logitech software automatically moves the gains and the exposure even though it's turned off auto. I don't remember how I fixed that before. I know it is a known software bug, but I was able to hack a way around it. So these are, long story short, that's the beginning of the show, guys. I'm working through these issues. Hopefully the audio and the video is going to be good and in good shape for you guys. Ken says looking good. Awesome. And Zach has a few repair DVDs and Linux bootable USBs. Yeah, I love my Ubuntu USB sticks. So handy. Saved me so much time because I was able to take this i7 rig and pop the drive into it and immediately boot into Ubuntu and check how the drive was, whereas I couldn't do that on the other PC because the motherboard had failed. So it worked out awesome. It was so handy having that. I was able to work through things so much faster. All right, I think we can get started, maybe. There. Here's our new layout, guys, where it should be in full 16:9 widescreen. It should be good levels. Hopefully we're good to go. As usual, viewer comments throughout, guys. Just throw them in the chat. I try and keep up the best I can. We will do some tech news. Viewer challenge for this week. 3D printing, a bunch of stuff from the community of hackers, makers, inventors. If you're new to the show, haven't seen this before, I often try to share YouTube content creator channels here on the show as much as possible. We'll do some stuff from the shop, whole bunch of sneak peeks, whole bunch of stuff with the channel, crazy stuff lately, guys. And that'll get us into the show. Awesome. Scotty said we don't need to count in here, nose hairs, all good. Perfect. That is good. I'm just going to double check because I saw that webcam change exposure. No, we're good. And I am streaming at a higher bitrate, 0 drop frames. This PC is a brute, so yeah, I dropped the overclock off of it. Glitch would have seen my posts on Twitter. I found out that you can't render video on an i7 cranked to 4.9 on this particular setup. But you can play Flight Sim all day and all night. But yeah, it was a good learning experience. All right, I'm all over the place tonight, guys, but we'll try and keep things roped in. Some tech news. This is tech news for the last 2 weeks, more or less, so I'll skim through a little bit of it. If you didn't catch it yesterday, we had another SpaceX Falcon 9 launch. It was awesome. It went great. They got their satellite into orbit, worked out perfect. They did try and land it on the platform at sea, and it did land, but one of the struts on the rocket failed, and it did fall over on the deck of the drone ship and exploded subsequently. You can follow these right on Elon Musk's Instagram, and he was the first one to put the video out there. We were all watching a live broadcast, and there was no video because the platform actually lost contact with the outside world. So yeah, so be it. These things happen. They're doing what no one has ever done before, more or less, and I wish them all the best. Love watching SpaceX, love seeing these. Interesting. Today, this came out that I saw a new study between the rich and poor is getting wider. 53 men and 9 women own as much wealth as half the world's population. It is crazy, and it is, according to the research, true. Absolutely nuts. And I thought this worthy of sharing here because a lot of us are bound together by bootstrapping and creating things on a budget and doing more with less. I pride myself on that on this channel. I try not to spend a lot of money on these projects because I want anyone, anywhere to be able to create them. It's the essence of making. We're kind of the anti of these news, and I really, really like where the maker movement is headed because it truly stands to put a bit of a bridge in this gap. And I don't really put a lot of interest in the fact of how much these crazy rich people are making and how much money they have. But what we do as makers and sharing knowledge amongst each other truly makes a difference in not necessarily how much money they have in the bank, but what a person can accomplish in life. Truly makes a difference in my opinion. Hope you guys agree. Let me know what you think of that. Electronics show is here. Peter is here. Hey guys. God, he says he's the rich. Aerosmith words well said. This is from CES, which I had a ton of stuff from CES last week, which I didn't get to show you guys due to the PC failure, but this supersized drone will fly you to work or anywhere. And I saw this info posted everywhere. It is a monster quadcopter with 8 motors. Just one. There's you can see the one vertical, one up, one down on each pod. Why do they keep calling it a drone? This is basically can't really call it well, you can call it a helicopter, actually. I don't know why they keep calling it a drone. It's just using it for a buzzword. I'm not going to dispute the term drone out there. We're stuck with it, how it's being used. But when it comes to personnel flying machines, really? Drone? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Crazy stuff. I have a few viewers from Canada, and I thought I'd share this. And this is for my US viewers as well. Check this out. Driverless car gets potential new testing ground in Stratford, Ontario. This is a small town just down the road from me, 40 minutes away. And the town has put money into the infrastructure of Wi-Fi for years now, going on about 8 years, to have the entire town Wi-Fi connected. This is not far from where RIM is based out of Kitchener, or was based at Blackberry. And they chose to invest in supporting tech. And it turns out, second to Silicon Valley, nowhere in the world competes with this small town for the ability to test, at this point, autonomous cars. just because they put a little forethought into the infrastructure, and it didn't cost them it was enough money, and now they're revamping all the Wi-Fi antennas to support things even better. I love this. Small towns can take part in big tech. So the driverless car tech is coming here and has been testing here for 2 years now. Pretty crazy. Small town in southwestern Ontario. Pretty neat to see this. I love seeing anyone anywhere can support some crazy, crazy tech. Tick is here. Hey, Tick. This one I found really interesting. The CES show, U.S. Marshals raided the booth of the Chinese hoverboard, one of the Chinese hoverboard manufacturers, due to patent infringement and some import violations and stuff. This really happened. Pretty crazy to see. We know how much clone tech we can buy out there from overseas, and in some cases it does infringe on patents, but they get away with it because it's offshore. Not so much when you come to CES and go onshore. They got thrown in the clink and got everything seized. I think, hey, it's a good thing. If you have a patent and protection, true protection over your product in the area that you're existing at that point, like CES, by all means, I think there should be enforcement, and good on them for doing so. I hope they did it right, though. I'm sure it is a bold move. The only other company I've seen do this is Fluke. Fluke is famous for seizing any yellow multimeter that comes onto the shores of North America. They will get them seized, and they will get anyone that's handling them prosecuted. FYI, they don't play nice. It's a bad terminology to say. They protect their product with good reason, because a company I can stand behind, Fluke, does a hell of a job on their stuff. We don't want it being infringed upon and possibly get junk. Okay, next. I shared this on my Facebook some time ago, this Go Sun solar stove, and it turned out it was a big hit at CES. Lots and lots of video coverage of it, and I thought this worth sharing again. Pretty neat. You can check this out on TechCrunch. Basically, just cooking in a tube with a solar reflector. I've done this. Maybe I'll even do a video on it in the summer. I made solar stoves from windshield reflectors from cars from the dollar store for $2, and then you cook in an oven bag to seal it from the outside air and create a warm bubble. They've taken it to the next level and done it with I assume it's either vacuum between the layers or probably an inert gas like argon or something. Really cool tech. Love it. Kind of pricey, but neat to see this getting out there. LG showed off this rolled up TV LCD. Oh, well, it's not an LCD, it's an OLED. I love where this is headed with this organic LED technology. This thing, from what I can see in the video, the resolution is crazy good. Any of you guys remember, what was the Val Kilmer movie, Red Planet, wasn't it? Where they had the rolled out Mylar looking TV screen? It exists. They've already done this. LG did it now. I don't know how durable it is, but pretty crazy. I thought it was really cool. I can't wait to see where the OLED technology goes. I truly think it's the next step in LED. The OLEDs, as you know, I've showed them in some of my projects, just the small ones. They're incredible, very power efficient, very crisp and clean, and relatively cheap. Very cool. Love it. I wanted to share this one. You probably haven't seen this. It didn't hit a lot of news. Husband and wife okay after plane crashes in the yard of the Rowan County home. This was a Cirrus SR-22 aircraft crashed into a backyard after fuel starvation. This is a Canadian aircraft, registered Charlie Golf X-ray Juliet by the looks of it. I did Google the call sign and actually found their flight plan where they had departed Canada just the day before. I don't know all the specifics on what happened, how they managed to run out of fuel, but they did. This is not the first time. I showed this same event at sea off Hawaii not that long ago, and the result was the exact same. The pilot was able to deploy this built-in parachute system that Cirrus has installed in these aircraft. a complete non-event. The aircraft parachuted to the ground. This one landed in a backyard, only broke one of the landing gear off it. And as far as some of the reports, they went inside with the people that owned the home and had coffee while the emergency responders showed up. Amazing. This technology in private aircraft, I love where it's headed. And Cirrus, you hit one out of the park on this. This over and over, these survival stories just keep happening. Unbelievable. Love it. We lost David Bowie last week. Pretty crazy. Not necessarily overly tech related, but he had a pretty cult following in the tech world. I thought this Twitter message said it best. Really thought it was well said. Ukrainian power grid, the cyber attack that happened, this was several weeks, it was back in December. There was a targeted cyber attack on the Ukraine power grid. It was successful for a short time in taking a whole bunch of remotely operated breakers and opened them. Pretty crazy to see targeted attacks on SCADA systems now. If you're not familiar with the term SCADA, it's a supervisory control and data acquisition. Basically, it's the remote operations of lots of stuff, a lot of industries. And the power grid was targeted and was successfully disrupted for a significant enough amount of time before they got it sorted out. This was the first real recorded grid attack that mainstream media picked up anyway. I'm pretty sure there's been others. There has been nuclear equipment attacks. These are happening out there. Something to keep an eye on. I don't remember the group that took credit for it, but yeah, we'll see where it goes. All right, guys. Parrot Disco, the Parrot drone. Parrot, you might be familiar with their quadcopters, more or less made for the general public. I thought it's pretty crazy. They've gone into the fixed wing market, and you can check it out on their Parrot channel. On YouTube. They've got some decent coverage of it, as well as TechCrunch did some good coverage on it as well, covering how it works with the pitot tube airspeed sensor and some of the basics of the electronics. Pretty neat to see the fixed wing market start to get available for these consumer drones. I'd be interested in trying one. I love the flying wings, as you guys know. I love my Versa wing. And I'd be interested in this. It does work with existing RC systems, which I thought was a little crazy. So, yeah, we'll see. See how that goes. We'll keep an eye on those. The Lily drone. I loved this thing. This is a small little quadcopter made. I saw the Kickstarters 8-10 months ago, and I was really, really interested in where this will end up. Basically, they can take this thing and chuck it into the air and do selfie shots. It looks like they're a huge amount of pre-orders, and now they're just finally moving into shipping. This is one of those companies that got a lot of funding up front, and we'll see if they can deliver. Yeah, my chat just caught up for some reason. The Scotty says he's retired SCADA tech 30 years. If you open your system to the internet, you are asking for trouble. I couldn't agree more, Scotty. Multi-hobby man said he crashes everything he flies. Bitcoin. I won't go into this video, but you can check it out on the TechCrunch channel. This is not one of my recommendations to watch. I'm pretty disappointed in the Bitcoin coverage by TechCrunch at CES this year. It was kind of atrocious. They plugged their little crypto key system, USB system, which can't compete with an offline computer, in my opinion, or a USB thumb drive with Linux on it, a clean install that you can make offline wallets. I didn't think this was that good, but it was discussion on where Bitcoin is headed, and I truly think it's still happening, so we'll see. Keep an eye on it. And I'm just going to catch up on the chat real quick. Mike said that plane departed from Erie International Airport and was headed to Charlotte for a fuel stop. When the pilot was unable to get clearance to land, he tried to divert but didn't reach the airport. Yeah. Pretty crazy that they'd have that. Definitely was some poor planning involved in it, but at the end of the day, the technology was there to support them and make a non-event of it. Pretty crazy. I had to put this, guys. Worst CES vid, bar none, in my opinion. It's like watching a train wreck. So I can't say go out and watch this, but you can find it on the CNET channel. It is yet again more hoverboard coverage. They can be fun, but they can also be a serious fire hazard. Well, no kidding. Anything with a powerful battery, yep, it certainly can. These guys tear a hoverboard apart, point at the wheels no less than probably 100 times pointing them out. Complete garbage content. It was 18 minutes of absolutely pointless coverage, and this is what happens when people are pushed to put popular content out there, in my opinion. I hope this overly doesn't become me, but people who let the headlines drive the content, yep, this is what happens. It was just garbage, and you'll see my comment on that video if you check it out. Powerball jackpot. Yeah, this is old news. I should have removed this. I guess that was already won. It certainly wasn't me. Let me know if you won any lotteries lately. All right, we are through the news. That was a pile. Glitch said convenience or security, pick one. Absolutely. And Multi-Hobby Man said, I need an RC version of that parachute. You can actually buy them. Alishan Mao did some tests on it on one of the available spring-loaded ones on his channel. And I was really tempted to make one just to try it of my own. Wasn't sure. I kind of need to do like a pyrotechnic launch. Everybody does spring launch because, well, it's something you can sell to the mass market, a big spring that pushes a parachute out, but it takes a lot of space. If I could do something pyrotechnic, I would love to give it a try because it would be really handy on a model. If you had a RSSI like drop to 0, you can put the model in to return to home if you have GPS autopilot, but if you didn't, you could just have it bust out the parachute on the spot. Pretty neat. Scotty won a chance to play again. Okay, let's see where we're at, guys. I'm just going to really quickly check a couple of settings here. Apologize, guys. I'm still working through some of these tech details. I'm trying to keep an eye on the audio levels in the video. Hopefully they're not going to be buggered up. I think we're good. You guys let me know if the audio is clipping or anything. Whatever you guys, just point anything out. Community support, guys. Remember, click a thumbs up on this video down below if you like these videos. Share it out. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And if you so choose, please consider checking out my Patreon campaign down below. You can give as little as $1, and it really, really helps the channel. And I'll show you how in a little bit. I put all the money right back into the channel every month. It really, really helps, guys. And thank you to all my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Community announcements. We have a bunch of them. Last week, on Twitter as well as YouTube, I put out a poll for the name of the YouTube channel to be changed. And the undisputed winner on both was the Make Me Lab. So as you know, if you look at the page in front of you, you'll see that the channel name has changed, and I love it. I'm really happy with it. So much better than the other interim one we had. I have a meeting with YouTube here on Thursday or Friday. We're going to look at a couple other things to see what we can do. But you guys named the channel. I really appreciate it. I totally agreed with your choice. I thought it was great that you guys made the choice. It was great. Loved it. The channel itself. So I do have. Well, we're gonna cross 12,000 subscribers this week. Crazy, guys. We're already at 11,920, so we'll probably cross by midweek into the 12,000. But up here, the channel banner, Mike was helping me a little bit, but I put this out there on Facebook. I would love if any of you guys are any good at graphic design, if you can help me out with a new channel header, something a bit more suited to the channel. I would love to change this one out. I was thinking something just plain white background with the basics of the channel. If anyone's any good at graphic design or interested, please hit me up directly. I'd love to have you help out. We can work out payment or attribution for. I'll definitely make sure you get credit for it. But if you're interested, I'll put that out there. I would love to get some new channel banner header things made up. In the description below, you're going to find links to Amazon US and Canada, as well as the MakeMe.org store. Now you can shop and support the channel on anything you buy from Amazon if you just click the link in the description below for the appropriate Amazon store. I do get a little commission on anything that is bought after you check out that link, so as well, that money goes right back into the channel. Truly appreciate it, guys. As well, I'm working on the UK store. So I do have a lot of UK viewers. You can check out the MakeMe.org store because I changed out a whole bunch of products recently, added some new ones, and got rid of a couple. This is pretty cool. I mentioned that all the money goes back into the channel. Well, this is what I purchased this week, and it is inbound from Amazon. I've been having no end of problems with my video lighting. It is truly a nightmare to do good video lighting if you don't have the same color temperature lights across your setup, and I don't. I have different color temperatures in everything, and actually these two lights are different now. It's really, really hard to make decent video, so I finally we put together enough money in the from Patreon as well as AdSense earnings, and I put it into this new 2,000 watt lighting setup, which will be here this week. Awesome. Very similar to the one David got and did a review on the Make Me Media channel, but a little different. So that'll be here this week. Thank you to all you guys who support the channel. I'm trying to make better videos, and that's where this money goes. We're get the quality up, do a better job. I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick. Amazon doesn't support affiliate stuff in my state. Huh. That is a weird glitch. It sucks. In Multi-Hobbyman UK here. Yeah, I'll work on the UK store is coming. I can't set up the MakeMe.org store to have different sections for the different supplies, so it is set up strictly for the United States. Sorry for that, but yeah. Glitch said I should have the power of a small sun. Awesome. Okay, another one for you guys. So after successfully naming the channel last week, I want your input on this. GearBest reached out to me and wanted me to review another quadcopter. These are a small toy-style quad, similar to the JJRC that I already did, but this one has 5.8 gigahertz FPV and a monitor for $70. It's a 250 size quad. I would love to know what you guys think. I'm really picky about what I take on in the channel for review stuff. I want to make sure that it's something that the viewers would be interested in actually spending real money on purchasing, as well as I'm not interested in reviewing junk. This thing looks for $70. I'm really tempted. So throw in the comments what you guys think. Should I do a review on this or not? Because obviously I don't have to. But I'm really tempted to. I'd love to know what you guys think, because I've already done one recent quad review on the channel, and I value your guys' input because you guys ultimately are the ones who watch the videos. So let me know. I think it could be a little fun. We'll see. Definitely probably have to make my own mount for the FPV system, but we'll see. Viewer challenge for this week. I always want to see what you guys are making. Hit me up on any of the socials, particularly the G Plus community. You can find all that stuff on the About page on the blog.makeme.org or just the standard makeme.org page. Lots of ways to contact me, guys. What did we have? Marco Arduino channel shared displaying multiple channels within the IDE on the serial graphing. I haven't done this. I want to check it out. If any of you guys have done that serial graphing, let me know. I haven't played with it at all, but it looks like a great function in the Arduino programming. Love it. Mike shared more stuff on his 3D printer. How'd you make out with that, Mike? Did you get that thing up and going yet? Check out the 3D printing category to see more on his. David Watts shared Smarter Every Day. Awesome channel. Love it. I haven't watched this video yet. Devin was looking for some input, and you guys can hit David up or Devin directly on his videos. David's looking at getting a 3D printer. And lots of people here on the channel have 3D printers and have advice to give. Guys, go over to the community and give David some more feedback if you so choose about what he's should maybe do for a 3D printer. Give him some of your experience and knowledge. And I'm just going to catch up on the chat. Glitch said he'd go for the quad. Awesome. Peter said go for it. And Mike said he's waiting for parts. Awesome. Harry shared with us this metallic poetry. These things are crazy. You gotta check these out, guys. I want the little Curiosity rover looking one. It is so cool. I thought it was just neat. I've never seen origami with metal before. I'd never seen these at all, so I thought it was a neat departure for how to make cool little metal statues, figurines. I'm not sure what you'd even call them. Pretty cool stuff, guys. And Mike's waiting for the power supply and controller board. Awesome. Okay, guys, let's go. From the community of hackers, makers, inventors, you name it, everything goes. Andreas shared a tutorial on the NRF24L01. You can check out Andreas's channel. Not a real big channel, but he's doing a really good job on his videos. Really love it. If you're into Arduino or ESP8266 stuff, I think he's done a bit on. He's doing a really good job, so check it out. I think you should be subscribed. The Fab forums, I shared this. You need this tool, the RivNut or Rivet Nut Nutsert. I've heard these things called by many names, and I can vouch for this is an amazing tool. I do own. Do I still have two? I think out in the shop. I use them for everything. Basically, this is a rivet tool that puts a threaded insert in anything. Amazing tool for makers. Tons and tons and tons of uses, and if you need to, you can actually just set the rivnets into 3D printed parts, which I've done before, and just glue them in instead of using the rivet because it's a custom barrel already threaded. Really, really handy. Really, really handy stuff. Check out the Fab forums on YouTube. Dennis Baldwin, if you're into RC stuff, you should really check out Dennis's channel. He does an awesome job on RC quadcopters, drones, flying wings, stuff like that. Really like Dennis's channel. Always enjoy his videos. This was just his 2016 update. Thought he did a great job. I wish him all the best in 2016. 7Demo7, another small to mid-size YouTube channel. Well, I shouldn't use the word small. I shouldn't categorize how big a YouTube channel is because my channel is extremely small, but no offense intended. 7Demo7, 3,190 subscribers, and does one awesome job. This was a 2015 year-end video on just RC aircraft flying. If you're into RC, check out his channel. I think he's doing great work. Love these up-and-coming channels. And here's another example. Aspen Flight Media. I don't believe I've ever shared this channel before. Awesome. 57 subscribers. Did Crashing the Skywalker. I love the Skywalker aircraft. I want one for FPV. Someday I'll get one. But he unfortunately had an incident where he went where he shouldn't have gone and lost signal, and he fully admitted it and did a bit of a debrief on the channel and went through the wreckage, but it was really well done. He's off to a great start. Love these up and coming YouTube channels and love sharing them. Andre Russo, a channel I really like as well. You might know Andre from the FT After Hours, the Flight Test After Hours podcast, as well as Andre has a very big Instagram account. I follow him there as well. He's got a really great YouTube channel where he goes over a bunch of RC stuff every week. Stellar job. Great job, Andre. Maker's Muse. This is an upcoming channel I shared the last live show. 10 places to get free 3D printing files. I loved it. Bunch of good places to get files. He's doing a great job. Up and coming YouTuber. Doesn't look like he's been in the game real long, and just stellar work on his editing and his videos. If you're into 3D printing, it's a must-see channel. Check out Maker's Muse. And Multi-Hobby Man's gotta go. Check you later, sir. And some talk on 3D printers. Awesome. Good stuff, guys. Harry also shared with us working with the Alexa to turn lights on and off using Adafruit IO. Check out Harry's channel. Definitely want to see the projects he's creating. Does a great job. Cody's Lab. This guy's just. I think it was you guys put me on to his channel during one of the live shows, and I love it. It's just nuts what he does. Pouring liquid oxygen on a grease fire. Who does these things? Well, he does. He has his own mine on his property, and he's always up to something crazy. It's a really interesting YouTube channel. I think you guys would love it. And it's very interesting that he makes some of this stuff himself, like the liquid oxygen. He actually made the liquid oxygen himself. That was crazy. Love it. Glitch shared with us his 3D printed folding quadcopter frame upgrade. Glitch is with us right now. Good job, Glitch. Love seeing another video from you. If you're into folding quadcopters or other electronic stuff, check out Glitch's channel. He's getting a good start on YouTube. This is not a new video. This was new to me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Bill Nye on Big Think channel. I'm subscribed now, but I wasn't before. The remarkable efficiency of SpaceX. This is a must-watch video if you're at all interested in how space travel has been evolving and kind of how it was and where it's headed. He does an amazing job of explaining how NASA operated in the past, how NASA operates now, and more or less why companies like SpaceX will win with the approach that they're doing. Awesome video. I really enjoyed this. I'm not even sure when this video came out. I think I cut it off, but I don't think it's a brand new video, but I wanted to share it with you guys. Check it out. Jim Connor, who may or may not be still with us, he's doing a lot of work with his new 3D printer, and I'm amazed at what he's building. I love his videos. He's working with these cycle timers, but making these custom 3D printed cases for DIN rail mounted timers and junction boxes and stuff. And the quality of his designs, Jim, wow, that I couldn't do that. I guess I definitely have to try a different CAD program. Maybe it's because I used to get so frustrated with SketchUp, but definitely awesome stuff. These are really neat looking products, and the number one, I love seeing 3D printers put to real use by us. Like, we need a part, we make a part, and you took it to the next level and making like production quality parts. It was really cool. Loved it. And yeah, Glitch. I thought it was you, Glitch, that did send me to Cody's Lab. I think it was you. I'm 80% certain it was you on the live show sent me there. And awesome stuff. All right, guys, let's go. Great Scott channel, another awesome tech channel on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, you should be. Make your own electric motorized longboard. This was the part 3 of it. It was basically making a boosted board. If you've seen the boosted board on Casey Neistat's videos and several other vlogger channels, this is basically a DIY version of it, and really well done. This is a ground up build, well, they're not really long format, 9-minute video, but that's long for a big YouTube channel. People's attention span tends to drop after 2.5 minutes. This one was worth watching the whole thing. There's definitely bits and pieces on construction techniques, maybe some basic wiring techniques and stuff too. It was just really well done. Loved it. A little bit of everything. Harry, you got in here 3 times. Unbelievable. This is what happens when you put out lots of content, guys. If it's really interesting and I want to share it out, well, I'll try and make sure it gets some airtime. Check out Harry's video on the $9 chip computer. Any of you guys out there watching have these chip computers yet? Should I get one? I'm dumbfounded by a $9 PC that's just basically, well, kind of an improvement on the Raspberry Pi in certain ways. This has Wi-Fi on board. Really neat looking device, and Harry showed off some problems he was having with it, but I'd love to know how these things are working out, and let me know what you guys think of them. $9 for a tiny little computer. Crazy. Ken said NASA has now selected three companies to supply the space station. Hey, yeah, that's always a good idea in a way. At least when you have that kind of options, you can guarantee cargo gets there almost. Glitch likes the Autodesk 123D. Yeah, I've got to get onto that. I've got to get onto the 123D design. I've got to try it. I just got to do it. And Glitch said his average watch time is 204. Yeah, mine's right on 230. So it always has been. My long format videos, they don't get watched. 230 is the best I can do, and mine's above the average for. I've checked with a lot of YouTubers, and I watch a lot of videos on such things, and 230 is actually long, right around the 2-minute mark. Yep. Mike has 2 pies. Awesome. Hacksmith, guys, you might remember he lives. James lives close by me. He's working hard on the exoskeleton and the legs. This is not the newest video anymore. There's been multiple since then. He did successfully lift an Austin Mini with his new exoskeleton legs. It was done, put himself on a bit of a time crunch for some news coverage, and I think it worked out well for him. Good job. Awesome stuff. Check out the Hacksmith on YouTube, guys. Flight Test, my favorite RC channel by far, no question. These guys stepped it up again. They make all these plans for foam board aircraft available free. Well, now they've reworked a bunch of the plans due to community members, and now they put out a video on how to make them easier to make your own templates to recut out the same models over and over again. Incredible stuff that Flight Test is doing. There is no question why they have such a large following, and I think they're doing well at commercial sales too. You'll see a mailbag coming up in a couple weeks where I unbox some Flight Test stuff I did purchase. Just amazing channel, amazing company. I love what they do. Okay, I think we're caught up. Whew. Good stuff. We're going to be right on time. All right, guys, he's still out there. Everyone's still with me? I think we're good. Just going to double check the levels here. I think our webcam finally smartened up and stopped changing levels on me. We are good. All right. Let's carry on. From the shop this week, guys, I did the Flight Test Mobius action camera on the cheap drone quadcopter. This has got a lot more views since this. It worked out pretty well. Thank you for the feedback on this video. I truly appreciate it, guys. I did try a bunch of new editing techniques. I'm really happy with where I'm headed. As most of you know, I'm always going to continue trying to make the videos better, and each week I try new little things here and there, and I've been trying them for some time with the vlog videos and a few bits and pieces here and there, and then I usually just dive in and change the format completely. This was a new style, and it was well received. Thanks, appreciate it, guys. The PC post-mortem analysis, that is also out on the channel. I put that out Friday. It was a bit of a challenge trying to edit on a new PC with a new fresh install, and I had to redo all my Adobe presets, and everything was a bit of a nightmare. But this was my cutting my teeth first video back on the new setup, so I think it worked out all right. And Glitch is going to build one of the FT Explorers. Yeah, me too, Glitch. I want the FT Explorer. I love that platform. It looks awesome. Royd Wright is here. Hey. And I think we're good. What else we got? Sneak peek. A bunch of sneak peeks for this week, guys. You're going to see a video forthcoming on the X-Carve. For those of you who don't know, X-Carve reached out to me many months ago and asked if I would do a review on the X-Carve milling machine, and I accepted. That machine has been here for some time. I did warn them that it would be significantly delayed. Well, I finally got the video commenced. The initial part of the video is shot, the hands-on. You can see here's a little behind-the-scenes sneak peek of that video and my cruddy lighting setup, which you can actually see the blue casts. Can't wait to get my new lights. But this is kind of the screenshot of my editing workflow. This is just the beginning of the intro, and, well, Riggs the sheepdog made it into the video, so you'll see this upcoming. This one will... If I can finish the editing of the other portions of the video, it's a multi-part. I'm going to try and have it up Friday. If not, it'll be next Friday. As well, I got a mailbag video taken. As, again, you can see my non-balanced lighting setup. But here's again a little bit behind the scenes. This is the video on the chopping block. This video is almost completely edited now, and it is the biggest RC mailbag, the biggest pile of RC parts that I have ever gotten on the channel. Some of them have been here for several months, and I've been itching to take a look at them. I finally got them out of the boxes, so that is coming up very soon. And Dan the Man is here. First time I watched one of your live streams live. Good job. I've been watching more of your channel now. Well, good to have you, Dan the Man. Glad you can make it. Cheers. Always happy when I hear somebody enjoyed the videos, because that's why I do this. I really try and put out quality content the best I can. And a hairy horse. Yeah, like that is Riggs. Awesome. Next up. Oh, there we go. Got it. I do have, this is another sneak peek. I do have another quad review coming. This is different. This is a 250 size quad. I won't name the company that's sending it just yet, just in case there's any problems. It did ship. This was a review offer, and I've been watching for a 250 size quad. I've wanted one for a long time, but what I've been watching for was one that is a reasonably good quality product of a kit with decent enough parts, but at the most really reasonable price point out there. Basically, I wanted to find a 250 size quad kit that anyone could get into the hobby with. And this company approached me, as several do, and I checked out their site and I saw this. And I went snooping and found out this kit actually has a really good track record. But it's not directly, it's sold by all kinds of Chinese resellers, and they don't have much track record on it, so they want a review. I think this is a really good kit, and we're going to find out. We're going to do a review on the channel. I've accepted it as a review, so good or bad, they're going to get a review. Hopefully it's good, and hopefully we get a little 250 size quad that we can use for upcoming aerial shots and cool video, and it should be pretty fun. We'll see. Anyway, this is the unit that is forthcoming. It has the CC3D flight control, FYI, so it's nothing too crazy. But for $135, that's Canadian, by the way, so significantly less in U.S. funds at 30 some odd cents on the dollar right now. I think they have a really good price point. We'll see. And beginner's tech, look at all the stuff on the timeline. Yeah, I should have zoomed out and showed you one of my full videos. My timeline for editing, I'll do a background, some sneak peeks, some behind the scenes on my editing, but most of my videos now end up with 6 layers of video track and 2 layers of audio, as well as the main track, and multiple other layers depending on whether there's sound effects. Sometimes I'll add more audio tracks in there. But it's pretty busy on the editing timeline. I'm getting a little better at it, but as I want to do better videos as time goes on, they take more and more time to do. So they're getting more and more complex. So I think we are just about at the end of the show, guys. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and throw them in the chat, because I think we are just about. I'm just going to check. Do I have any more slides? No, we don't. We are at the closing thoughts. That brings us right on time, 10 minutes to the hour, where I try and end these shows. Thank you for sticking with me after all the PC problems and toughing out this slow start to this particular broadcast. I truly appreciate it. I thank you guys for giving me the feedback on how the audio and the video and things are working out. It really, really helps the channel. It helps me, guys. I did do 3 private broadcasts before I went live tonight. I did them on Friday, I believe. Thursday and Friday, and tried to test my settings as best I could. But I truly appreciate all the help, all the feedback. Thank you for the comments on my videos, guys. It truly means the world to me. All the comments that I get on the videos, I truly take them to heart. Any feedback, I love knowing what you guys are doing out there. I love the little community we've got set up. I'll point this out. A lot of YouTube channels that are similar size, I'm really blessed here with you guys, because I get Very seldom do I get more than one thumbs down on a video, and most videos immediately get between 30 and 50 thumbs up in the first day. And that's the core group of people. It's almost always the same. It's between 30 and 50. And I always get 10, 15, 20 good comments on the videos, just good feedback. It's really rare in YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, I share a lot of channels, and I very seldom see those numbers. I've never been my line in the sand is if I got 10 to 1 thumbs up to thumbs down. If I ever went more thumbs up than 10 to 1, I would truly believe that I'm doing something wrong. I've never hit that mark. Never ever. Never get more than 3 on anything. It's very seldom. So I think you guys are truly supporting the channel and supporting each other, and I'm just so happy that I have you guys out there, and I truly am thankful and always will be. It's awesome, guys. So I just hope I can keep living up and bring you better videos and better content. It can't say enough. It's you guys that make the show. It's you guys that make this channel. It's that simple. So cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live broadcast. I hope you make something cool this week. Share your projects. Make sure you hit me up and share them in the G Plus community, or just hit me up on any of the socials. I love to see what you guys are making, what you're up to. And remember, if you're interested, please consider throw your name in the hat if you're interested in helping out with that channel banner thing. I really appreciate it. Thanks for renaming the channel this week. Really happy, guys. Good luck in all your electronics and project ventures this week. I will see you on Friday with a new video. Cheers, guys.